And that is an area where you talk about the compassion, okay? And that gives women a head start on men. Am I reading that right?
Now, when you say head start, I'm really curious what you mean. Can you be more specific?
Head start and being able to connect with, okay, I'm being specific. A
Yes.
head start, I'm being able to connect with the universal knowledge through your instinct, being able to pull from walking in a room and seeing moods without people actually saying anything and being aware of those moods.
Yes. And again, this is a cultural conditioning piece. Both men and women are capable of what you just said. The difference is compassion, humanity, sensitivity has been conditioned out of men. Men are not taught to value those things. And the unfortunate piece of that is all men are human, beautiful humanity. There's nothing stronger than a man who has the courage to feel in front of others, AKA vulnerability. And I'm not talking about breaking down and crying in front of your team. That's not what I'm talking about. Exposing your humanity makes you a more accessible and influential leader, period. This is empirically proven. This is not my opinion. Brene Brown has built quite an empire
Yes,
on
yes,
this,
she has.
on
She
this
has,
fact, right? So this is what we call heart-centered leadership, right? So women are considered the nurturers. I got to tell you though, listen, I live in West Seattle. I've never seen, this is daddy town. I have never seen so many dudes, and I'm not talking about like daddies. I'm talking about dudes, tatted up, cap wearing, cigarettes in the back with the baby Bjorn. Dudes with babies, and you can see their humanity, you can see their sensitivity, you can see how much they care for their children, and it doesn't make them appear weak. It makes them appear awesome and powerful, that they can nurture their babies. This is not a female attribute. It's just that men have been taught it is not safe to have compassion. It is not safe to feel. So when I wrote Compassionate Self-Defense, it was mainly to help women see that they don't need to learn to fight like men in order to be safe in the world. That's completely unnecessary. It's all of their soft skills. It was essentially two things: an advanced situational awareness manual, Compassionate Self-Defense and Empowerment, the book that I wrote. It was a manual with tons of research, right? Like I said, evidence-based is the way to go for me. I'm very left brain. I'm a tactician. And I feel like if I don't present the evidence, it's not going to be believed or executed.
Yes.
So I help women see the science of intuition, help them understand where these intuitive signals are coming from, help them trust when they come in, especially if they're subtle, because some of them are easy to miss and they're always missed, and then help them, give them permission to speak up for themselves. Because sometimes the criminals, and I would like to point out here, the first thing that I say in my book is there will be no man bashing. There are so many men whose entire lives are dedicated to the safety and equity of women. And it's very important that women see that, and that we don't allow ourselves to be fooled by the dehumanization that's going on in the media.
Yes.
That's the compassion piece. These men are walking wounded, and they were not born this way. Something went down in their childhoods, and they are in pain. That's who's doing these crimes, and it's 10% of men. 90% of men are not on the radar because they're awesome.
Yes, yeah. And that's how the media makes money. So we won't go down that road.
We're not going to go down that road. That's a whole different podcast.